Okay, here is a 52-inch antique brass ceiling fan. I'm not 100% sure on the brand, but if I had to take a guess, I'd say it's a Gulf Coast Bimini Breeze. But it could be something else. Most likely that, though. It's got pretzel brackets, glossed blades, and this fan has a flywheel, rubber flywheel. The top of the fan closely resembles a K55 Casablanca's top of the motor housing. Also, around the side of the housing has 7 screws holding in the housing, like on a Casablanca fan. I'm not very familiar with the Gulf Coast brand, so I'm not sure whether that's normal for that brand or not. It has a flat bracket with 4 screws around the perimeter, and then the ball socket mounts on the canopy. Reversing switch, pull chain, and something is a little messed up with this fan. On the pull chain sequence, it doesn't have an off, but it kind of like, you can stop it, and then it'll start to spin really slow, and if you push it, it'll stay at that constant rate. And then there are 2 other speeds, high and medium, and the funny thing is it spins counterclockwise no matter which direction the reversing switch is in. Actually, it can spin clockwise, but only on certain speeds on the pull chain for whatever reason. It's really hard to explain. I'll see if I can demonstrate every aspect of this fan while running best I can, but there's just so much to go over. I mean, I might miss something, and then yeah, I don't know what's wrong with this fan, whether the capacitor's bad or the pull chain's bad or what, but I guess I'll show it off. Flick the switch, and you can hear its noisy ass buzzing from all the way across the garage. Not sure if that's coming from the motor or like some vibration with the blades or something. So you can see that it starts up going clockwise. By the way, if you're wondering where I acquired this fan, I got it from Habitat along with the Hampton Bay fan over there. This fan was $12.50 and that one was $10. And just to address something real quick, this fan and that fan I got at a certain Habitat Restore, and like I said, this one was $12.50, that one was $10. However, this fan over here, this white and brass Coastal Breeze with a Spirit of Saturn-like ring light kit, I got at a different Habitat Restore, and guess how much this one was? $40. Freaking $40. So, think about it. This is a 52-inch fan, by the way. A white and brass 52-inch Coastal Breeze was $40 at one restore, while an antique brass 52-inch Gulf Coast was $12.50 at another restore. Just, the thing is that the Habitat store that I got this fan at, they have the best selection of fans of all the restores within my area. But the problem is they charge their prices way too high. While I was there this most recent weekend getting this fan, I also saw a 42-inch white Coastal Breeze there for $40. And a few times ago when I went there, I saw a 42-inch low profile, the 90s model, for $40. I mean, I've only rarely seen fans there less than $30. It's crazy how some restores can be a lot more expensive than others, and that fan is getting even noisier. Because when I went to the restore where I got this fan and the other fan, the most expensive fan I saw there was a Summer Breeze for only $25. And at this place, you'd be lucky to find a decent quality fan for $25. So honestly, I'm not sure if at this restore their other merchandise is this overpriced, and I'm not sure who decides what prices these fans are, but whoever they are, how are they related to Scrooge McDuck? But I digress. So back to this thing. As you can see, it's gotten noisier as it picks up speed. So I pull the chain, and it switches direction. And this, I assume, is the high speed. It's blowing good air. Then I pull it again, and it quiets down, and this looks like to be a medium. Gets a little louder. This sorta is like a low speed, I guess. Gets noisy again. Yes, that's low. And then when you pull it again, instead of turning off, it gets noisy. And over a period of time, it should slow down and reverse itself back to the speed it was on when you guys first saw it. And the thing is, you can stop it to a dead stop and put it like that, say, and it stays at that constant rate for quite a while. Eventually it does stop, but for quite a while it does stay like that. And I don't know, maybe it's... See there, it starts going. Flick this switch, and now it's just completely stopped. You can spin it in either direction and it really won't do anything. Other than, I think only when the reversing switch is down and it's on that setting, it stays at a constant rate. So it's high forward, high forward, medium forward, low reverse when the switch is facing up, which should be reverse. Yeah, and then here, it's as if it doesn't have a capacitor. It just stays at a constant rate no matter which direction you spin it. See that? It's picking up speed a little bit, but not very quickly. Pull it again, and this is like the high speed of when the switch is facing down. When the switch is facing down, it's much noisier and doesn't spin as fast. So I'm not really sure what's wrong with this fan. Probably something in the capacitor, maybe. Maybe the wiring is messed up. If you guys want me to, I can send you a picture of what the inside of the switch housing looks like, what the wiring situation is in there. I mean, nothing looks wrong in there. It has a capacitor, pull chain, reversing switch. Everything seems intact, but I'm not sure. Also, another thing is I couldn't find the hot wire for a light kit on the fan. I'm not sure whether it's the capacitor, pull chain, reversing switch, or maybe whoever wired this fan just screwed it up, like they needed to do some work on the fan, and when they were rewiring it, they screwed it up super badly, and then the fan didn't work right, and then they just tossed it out, donated it to Habitat, and here it is. So, once again, I'm not 100% sure on the brand. I'd put my money towards a Gulf Coast Bimini Breeze, but I'm not 100% sure. And if anybody knows what could potentially be wrong with this fan, let me know. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching. The Russian Fazbear, out.